So I was susceptible to every bug there was out there. I was sick all the time. I would eat bad or I wouldn't eat at all. My husband and I were trying to start a family, and my doctor pulled me up and said, Christy, if you don't start to change your lifestyle, this is not going to happen for you. So I immediately had to take a step back and reevaluate everything and think of things that I could do quickly that could change my lifestyle. And nutrition was one of those. And obviously Juice Plus was introduced to me by James. And so I went away and researched the product straight away. And I was just so impressed with how simple it was. It's a really simple concept in the fact that it's fruit and vegetables picked when they're vine ripened, they're juiced, and then they're dehydrated at low temperatures so that the nutrients and live enzymes aren't destroyed. And then they're powderized and put in a beautiful vegan capsule so that it makes it easy for you to take. So instantly I went, this makes sense to me. This is a fantastic product. I loved that the company had been around for over 30 years and that the product itself had been around for 25 years. So it wasn't a new fad. And that it was backed by 35 clinical papers. That just spoke volume to me because I'm from a medical background. So I thought, what have I got to lose? I've got nothing to lose here. I'm just going to take these things and see how I go. And obviously, 5 years down the track, I'm still on the product, loving the product. It's changed my total health and well-being, and I've joined the business. And I love that the company itself is not just about adult health. It's about family health. It's about consistency. So the company's also brought out an amazing children's product, which is these bad boys here, which again is 26 fruit and vegetables, picked when the vine ripened, powderized again, and actually mixed with a tapioca substance, which is like a jelly substance to create a gummy. So my girls absolutely adore these. I have to keep them on the top shelf of the pantry because they'll be gone in one sitting otherwise. So like I said, it's about family health. It's about consistency. It's about getting the rainbow of nutrients in your diet. It's by no means replacing anything. It's actually bridging the gap between what we eat during our day and what we should be eating. So if you have a good day, that's great. But if you have a bad day, like we all do, you're covered nutritionally, which is just amazing. So for us as a family, it was an absolute no-brainer to, be on Juice Plus and get involved. And then I guess the third product, Juice Plus is very simple. Like I said, 3 products. We've got the complete shakes, which are our whole food sachet shakes. These are fantastic if you're a breakfast skipper like I was. They're full of whole food nutrition. So you've got, your protein blends, your fiber blends, your carbohydrates. So great pre-workout, post-workout. Chuck in a bit of almond milk, your sachet, some frozen berries and banana, and you've got breakfast on the run. I now can last till 11, 12 o'clock without eating anything bad, which is pretty amazing for me. And I love that my girls have one of these in the afternoon and they think it's a chocolate milkshake, and little do they know that they're getting alfalfa, mushrooms, kale, every bit of goodness that they probably wouldn't eat in their day-to-day diet. So, the company's amazing, the product's amazing, and I'm pretty sure, James, was it Danny who was going to prevent?
Danny's had internet issues. She's not on, but Jodie's going to share.
Jodie. Oh, there you are, Jodie. I'll hand over to you for a product story.
So my name's Jodie.
Yep, you are.
And we've only been taking Juice Plus now for about 2 months, but already we've noticed lots of changes in how we're feeling. I'm a mum and I've got a 1-year-old little girl and still feeding, so I felt like I needed more nutrition in my diet. We already eat pretty healthily, But when we looked at Juice Plus, we noticed that lots of the things that were in Juice Plus wasn't things that we would normally eat in our normal diet, even though we felt like we had lots of fruit and veg in our diet. So since started Juice Plus, we've noticed lots more energy. We feel like we've sort of got a complete diet. And we've got the chewables as well. And just in the last couple of days, I've started giving one to my little girl as well. So she's one. Let's chop them up into 4, and she just, well, I'm surprised, but she actually she really liked them as well. And for us too, the complete shakes is something that we've I think we've sort of become a bit addicted to. Having them in the mornings, like you said, frozen berries and almond milk, and yeah, so we're really enjoying it, I think. Yeah.
Well, that's beautiful. Thanks, Jodie. It's nice to lift that mummy brain fog, isn't it? And get on top of it all. James, did I miss anything?
No, that's okay. I absolutely love it. You know, the one thing that I love with the shakes, and I've just started that today, I know Jodes and Phil, Tony, you're doing that, is the programs around it too. And that's a really powerful way for us to, you know, invite people in to take a look. The videos and the resources on that are second to none. And I've gone day one. I didn't entirely stick to every bullet point on the shred thing, but you know, close enough's good enough today. So, but just while we're still on the product, Christy, you wouldn't know, but Helen's on line tonight too, and I love Helen. She's a sweet friend. Her and her son, Jamin, loving Juice Plus. She's on the Gold Coast here. So, Helen, I'm going to hand to you, honey. I'll unmute you. You're now unmuted. Just in a couple of minutes, tell us about your Juice Plus story. We love it.
Okay, James. Hi, everybody. I'm really sorry I'm not on my computer. I'm on my phone tonight. But I've been on Juice Plus for about 17 months now. I can't believe how fast that's gone. It's a tremendous product. I had been through a lot of stress by the time I began using the product. I won't go into all of that, but it helped me to get off antidepressants, which was a big major thing. It was something I'd never wanted to do. I thought I'd eaten well. I now realise that I wasn't eating as well as I could have eaten, and I love that this totally bridges the gap. It's just an awesome product. So yeah, I no longer take antidepressants, which is such a great feeling. I don't feel the stress that I used to feel. I just feel my normal old self again, which is such a great feeling. My son had been in a major accident, and he also has been taking the product. And I know he's just zooming ahead. So that's, for a mother, it's just such a great feeling, no matter how old your children are. You always want to see the best for your kids. So yeah, for me, I just would never, ever stop taking this product. Like Christy said, oh no, it wasn't Christy, the other lady, I'm totally addicted to the shakes. I just adore those in the morning with whatever fruit's around, but the fruit that I love taking them with is actually watermelon and banana. Oh yes, so good. So it's just such a simple product. I would encourage anybody to get on it. I just can't believe just how much better I feel, James. I seriously
Awesome.
Would never stop taking it.
Thank you. Well, we love hearing your story. And guys, for those of you who don't know, but Helen's son Jamin did. He was a guy who was racked with pain, wasn't he?
Absolutely.
You know, the amount of inflammation in his body and the pain and the painkillers he was on was just dramatic, as dramatic as
was.
You know? And his chiro put him onto it. And he, you know, in his words, he's a new man, you know, that the inflammation's gone out of his joints. He's strong. He walks, he surfs, he gyms.
Yes, he does.
I bet you
he does everything
in that way. So
I do love seeing him that way. And actually, that's another thing for me. I was actually born with vertebrae missing in my neck, so I do have a bit of stiffness. But I have to say that that's another thing for me. I've no longer got that pain.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's quite a miracle. It's such a miracle.
Thanks,
I love it too. Thank you.
Thanks so much. And I know just, Christy, thank you so much. you know, you're an ambassador for the product, for your friends and for your family and for so many people you have been. You know, we love hearing you talk about the product. So thank you so much. Yeah. So guys, you know, I mentioned at the start, the real game changer, probably for me, you know, I'd always expected to have good health. I've always loved it. And just, you know, had the product in my body for so long. But it was the business. And, you know, Linda my wife had really, you know, forged the path in building a business around this that gave me untold opportunities. And I'll be honest, in the beginning, it was a bit of, okay, Linda, go do your thing. You know, get out of the house, because we had 3 babies under 3.5. So go talk to other women and have a life. So I'm not just doing, dealing with all of that. And on the side, she believed, I can make some money at this. I'm like, okay, you go make the money. And, you know, slowly but surely she did. You know, she wasn't an overnight success, but what she's created has left everything that I strived for in the corporate world, you know, in its wake. You know, I'd always worked hard, gone to university, got a degree, you know, put in, 50, 60 hours, believing if I continued to do that, I'd make more money and then I'd be happy, right? And maybe you felt that way too. You know, we strive for stuff, and I'm a big believer in working hard. But what I realised, and certainly over the last few years, was the price that I had to pay for that. I hadn't really factored that in. I'd actually, in my very arrogant younger years, would have said, whatever, don't care. I just want the money. I'll pay whatever price. But, you know, I hit my 40s and I couldn't think of anything but work. It was just, I was so obsessed with that. I couldn't take time off and relax. When I was around on the weekend, I wasn't really here or I wasn't present. That's Linda's word, you're not present. And I thought, you know, something's got to give or something's got to change. And I was very fortunate that Juice Plus was there. You know, I built a little business on the side as a plan B, but I was able to step into that and about 8 months ago, take on Juice Plus full time. So why does it stand out so much as a business? And it did to me. It was about 18 months ago that everything came together, because I was working, you know, in the corporate world. I'd worked for a good company. I'd worked for several good companies and I'd worked my way up. And this particular one, you know, I was reporting to the CEO, not my company, never going to be the boss. Didn't worry. But what happened was I found myself sort of get locked in. And by that, I mean the expectations on me increased. The money I made, whilst good, I continued to having to put in more and more to continue to hit that mark. And things actually changed a little. And I found myself earning a little less. And that's a big pill to swallow, because I'd put in everything. And how could I put in everything to something and actually be getting diminishing returns? But what I saw with Juice Plus was unlimited space, you know. Enter at any point, and if you are prepared to put in the work and put in the effort. But the big difference was, if you really link arms with people, if you join with people, if you help people, if you really take on board, you know what this business is about. It's a helping business and a teaching business. You can reach our pinnacle position. And I saw that happening, not just with Linda, but with others in the business. And I was still at that point locked in this corporate world where I had no ability to outsource, get help. I didn't have the mindset for it, but I truly didn't have that as a resource. Where it really started to come together, I saw, right, well, if I can enlist people to help me, that's nice, right? That's better than being a silo, which I was. And you can get pretty cynical when you're in that space. I've been there. That's not a great place to live. But what I saw was what happened when I actually just shared it with someone. I didn't really even share it too much with this guy, but I had a client. His name was Ben. He put his hand up and he said, buddy, what do you do? I'd love to learn what you do. I said, well, if it's about money and it's about this, I've got something that's probably a little bit smarter for you to have a look at. It's called Juice Plus. He came and had a look and he loved it, fell in love with it overnight. Before I knew it, actually the very next day, he shared it with his sister, Kate, and she shared it with her girlfriend, BJ, and she shared it with her mum, Lindley, and she shared it with her girlfriend, Liz. And some of you heard this story, but it blew me away, because Lynn and Liz, they lived in New Zealand, and I'd never even been there. I'd never met Kate. I didn't know BJ. Lindley and Liz were also nurses. That's pretty cool because I've got a product that can help people's health. So imagine my surprise as I'm sitting up here in my little job, not trusting anyone, relying on anyone. But Ben has started doing this business, and before I knew it, there was 50, 60, 100 people in the organisation taking the product. And I was blown away. And I got a check on that. All right? It was nuts. The real power of this happens when things start to flow from there. So now Ben shared it with his, fiancée Renee. She's got a girlfriend called Zamira. She's in New Zealand too. And Renee's got a team. BJ had other friends. Lynn did. Well, Liz, she's a nurse. Before we knew it, she had 40 customers. And this popcorn effect is what we call it. That was the dramatic thing. I saw that happening. I saw conversations happening that I wasn't even part of. And in my traditional world, in my traditional job, that was impossible to even think. So it's very strange when I hear people maybe refer to this as it's one of those things, pyramid. I'm like, are you kidding me? Hey, I know about pyramids. I've worked in an organisation where you strive to get to the top, but you can't really get there and everything's locked in. But in this business, if we help people and we share, then things really, really can expand. And so let's have a look. We'll look at where Linda's business has gone over this time. And it's dramatic because the power of sharing and teaching, if you truly can understand that and get yourself out of the way in this, we can see the power of numbers. And if I'm just here on one person and I taught two, taught them well, invited them in, linked arms with them, and they did the same and taught two, and those 4 people taught two, and they taught two, and they taught two. Before long, you'll have 32 people just down here, and in your organisation, over 60. They've got that now. It's nuts. I love it. Here's number 1 or 60. Oh, my God. It was a no-brainer. And the true nature of this, guys, it was Einstein who said the greatest force in the world is the power of compounding. The greatest force in the world. Now, I'm going to listen to that. Here's a smart guy. But imagine me here. Well, imagine if I just teach 5. There's no rush. Teach 5 people. And then they teach 5. And they teach 5 well. And they teach 5 well. And so it flows. And they teach 5 well. And so imagine a business that I love, an organisation that I love, a product that I love with over 3,000 people in it. Oh my God, sharing the mission, that truly blew me away. When I really heard this for the first time, this presentation, I'm like, oh my God, forget everything else I've done. I've got to be part of this. And if I wasn't, I had fear. I'll tell you the true story, guys. Adam Westbrook was doing this, Uncle Lo was doing this, and they were going to leave me behind. All right? There's no way I was having that. Right, Linda? Well, I'm married to her. She can't leave me too far behind. But I truly was going to get left behind, and I thought I was the smart bloke that chose the smart job. I was realising different. So, guys, that's it on the business front, No, it's not a pyramid. I think when people say that, they think there's someone at the top getting a clip on everything. It's not how it works. No, it's not a sign-up club. There's no incentives to sign people up or do anything like that. And it's not a hunt your friends down club either. We don't make a list of 100 and go and attack our friends. All right? I want to be cool. I want to stay cool. My buddy Matt Dobell, he couldn't make it on tonight, but he's finally in the business. He said, why did you never ask me? Was there something wrong? I said, I've just been cool. All right? And that's the beauty of this business, all right? So, it was the money that comes with that, all right? It's all good and well to have a nice fuzzy bubble you live in and sharing with people, but we've got to make some money, right? That's where the real choices come in life. And if you're stuck on that and you're not sure about that with money, look into some of that. Money equals choices. Where you spend it, look at this in the thing today, Fred Hollows, remember him? I got that in an envelope. I'm going to give him some money. That's a beautiful choice to make, right? So it's about choices. The way we make money in this business is also very, very powerful. We make money 3 ways. In my traditional business, I got paid a wage and commission. They sort of offset each other. And if you're in your own business or however it works, you might get paid 1, maybe 2 ways. In this business, we get paid 3. The first is we get paid a retail profit, okay? Like a shop. It's like having a shop. We've got an online shop. People buy some Juice Plus. It's a beautiful product. The company ships the product, invoices the product, bills, does the debt collection, does the customer service, does all of that. Beautiful. My buddy Liz, the nurse in New Zealand, 40 customers, that's sort of her business. She loves it. And for that, she's going to make a nice little earner on the side, right? We get paid retail profit. We also get paid a commission, okay? And as we grow and our team grows, we get to make money as that happens, all right? It's like owning a Subway franchise or outlet. You own one, you do well, you make some money, you go open another. You don't have to be in them all day long, but they're there making money while you're off, maybe opening another one or on the beach or whatever it is. And this is the true beach money. And this commission on the team that you create, that's the big money for people like Linda, Adam, Anthony, Kate, these guys who are really, you know, making big, big sort of incomes from this. The final way we'll talk about is our bonuses, okay? The hands up, little show of hands. Who got a bonus at Christmas from their traditional job? No hands? No, I didn't. I have in the past, you know, but bonuses is sort of a thing of the past. The business model of the world now is so highly geared around productivity and ratcheting up the productivity when you can do that. I mean, it is crazy. Who'd agree that the world and business has changed? You know, Uber and Airbnb, biggest transport company in the world doesn't own a car, and the biggest bedding or hotel or accommodation company in the doesn't own a hotel room. That's nuts. The world is changing, guys. So if we can get paid 3 ways, that's awesome. It's not going to be happening in traditional jobs anymore. The bonuses in our business are what set us up for wins early. All right? We enter this business, we come in, make a bit of a splash. We can get $100 business in the $100 bonus in the first 10 days. Who doesn't love that? If we nut away at things, we get to the first level, SDVF. Don't worry about the acronym, what that is. If you nut this out, you can get a $400 bonus and your commission goes up. It's pretty cool. Now, we've got Jodes and Phil on tonight just about to hit their SDVF. We missed the bonus, guys, but you know what? I'd love to hear your story. Phil, tell us about it, buddy, because you're a traditional business owner. What attracted you into Juice Plus, and where can you see this going for you and your family? Oh.
Thanks. When we got introduced, like I was watching Adam Westwick, and that really clicked. Seeing someone who owned 2 gyms and, you know, working 60, 70 hours a week and saying, you know, it wasn't, you know, cutting it, and saying that he wanted to do this to change his life. Well, you know, I had to have a look. And working with friends is, you know, the best part of it. Like getting contact with people I haven't seen for a long time, and, you know, them just flicking you a message and saying, hey, how are you? What are you up to? It's really cool. So that's been quite a lot of fun.
Beautiful, beautiful, mate. And where do you see this for you going in the future? What can you see? What are your dreams on this?
Just a few $100s a month, really. Like, just not having to worry about, you know, having to work a few extra hours to get a bit more. Yeah, that's, you know, that makes a big difference. Just that few extra $100 a month does change a lot.
Less work for me.
Yeah, less work for Jay.
Beautiful. I get, thanks guys so much. You guys are gorgeous. We've loved, you know, you starting this business, introducing friends. We got Tony online because of you tonight. You guys are carers, and, you know, thank you. It really is what it's about, yeah. And guys, on that, Linda got in this business for $300 a month. Truly she did, you know, and that's her story. That's, you know, we can get that in bonuses just by helping people. That's pretty cool. As we continue along, the next level we'd hit, sales coordinator, $600 bonus. Now, I've got some cool people on tonight. Now, I don't know if anyone can even hear me. I did send you a text, Peter Hall. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
Hi.
Hey, Peter.
Hi, James.
Hey, love having you on. Are you at SC or SSC yet?
Yeah, hold on 2 seconds. I'll just switch my camera.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just cleaning up the house, so I was like, oh, I'll turn my camera off.
No, you did super. I did send you a message. Let's see. So, SC or SSC for you?
I'm SC at the moment.
Beautiful. We're up to that. I thought
Yes.
I'd call you for your story. You know,
Yeah.
so, yeah, just real quick.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Okay, so hi guys, my name is Pete. I've been involved in Juice Plus for 12 months now. I got involved because my partner said it's time to go back to work. And I was like, oh, how's that going to work when we don't really have babysitters close by? And I wasn't a huge fan of sending Kale to daycare at such a young age. We're also farmers, so it just kind of wasn't going to work in with our lifestyle. Fast forward to taking the product and being exposed to an event just like this, and I kept saying no to watching the link. Here's my reason why. And I only watched the link and I was all in. I couldn't believe I'd said no for like 3 months. I originally just wanted to help pay the grocery bill, and it quickly turned into a lot more than that. Now I'm not only paying the grocery bill, but we can afford private health insurance, the vet bills that roll in, and we're putting away a little bit in savings as well. So the future is looking bright, onwards and upwards from here.
Awesome. Thank you. Peter's in regional Victoria, and I've seen her and really shows, well, all excuses are equal, right? You're out there, and congrats to you on your journey so far. Hey, well done. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks, James. Ta.
Awesome. Awesome, guys. So that's it. SC $600 bonus on the table if you can do that. And because it's a teaching business, the person who taught you gets 600, or if you teach someone, you get 600. My buddy Christy and I have got our eyes set on that, haven't we, soon? Yep, 600. It's pretty cool. We move up the ranks, guys. $1,200 bonus. That's a bonus. By then, you're making good commission, a little bit of retail profit. You have $1,200 roll in on top of all that, and it's probably going to be maybe a $3,000 month, a little bit more maybe. That's a beautiful. It starts to really gain traction when it's like that. Teaching business, the person who taught you get that as well. Keep going up. QNMD, that's where I'm at, and that's a $1,500 bonus. And imagine how cool that was in our house when we got it, because Linda got the bonus, $3,000 bonus. Happy days. All right? $1,500 when you get there. And this is unlimited. If you teach people into the business, you have unlimited ability to share, to help, and to actually earn these bonuses along the way. That's what I love about it. Okay? As you hit the top, the National Marketing Director is the top position I mentioned. In terms of these bonuses, it's the $3,000 bonus. The person who taught you, well, they're making a fair bit by then. They don't get one. I guess the company's looked at it and said they're on a good wicket. But certainly in terms of rising through the ranks, I mean, imagine every job you'd ever have if you worked up the rung from trolley boy, I was trolley boy, onto store boy, there was a bonus. Oh, hello, I got better. I got more money as well as more pay, right? That's what we love about them. There's other bonuses involved too, guys. And the idea is that over the first, 6 months, 1, 2, 3 years, as you build up your commission check, okay, you're getting incentives to grow because we want to see money in your bank account, digits in your bank account leading to fun, prizes, contribution, whatever it is you want, okay? When you're hitting an MD, you may be on a salary that's anywhere from maybe $60,000 to $120,000. And I'll tell you, it's not too long ago that I would have heard those figures, and 120, well, that was the space I would have given anything to earn that. And with this, every NMD I see does it with, heart, with connection, with an amazing why. And they're the extra things that I think really glue us together. That's why we're a tribe. That's why we've attracted people. That's why this is the fastest growing team in Juice Plus in the world. And Juice Plus is a top 10 network marketing company, period. The company itself, 40 years old, and a 25-year-old product without a recall ever. Guys, if you're tuning in and this is the first time you heard it, this is rock solid stuff. This is where I believe I am a smart guy. I wasn't earlier on doing the corporate career, but I was attaching to this. I'm so blessed to have, many of you on as friends tonight, sharing this journey. Thank you for tuning in. It's why we do. Thank you for everyone who shared, Helen, everyone else. And I think we saw Danny come on there. Peter, it was lovely to hear from you too. And Christy, thank you for sharing. So that's all, guys. I'll take you off mute. You might want to say hi and bye and anything like that to people for a moment. I don't know how to take you all off mute. So you can all do that. I'll go find another little song. That's it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, hey? And we'll see you next week.
Thanks, James.
I can't unmute everyone. That's a bit daggy of me.
Thank you.
Catch you later.
See yous.
Thanks,
Bye.
James.
Thank you so much,
Bye.
James.
Bye.
All the best. Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
Alf. Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I got it. Woo! Beach, beach. I love it. All right.
You're lovely, James.
Thanks, guys. We're going to have a big live event on tomorrow night. If you get a chance, you can tune into that. Goes for a bit longer. Some pretty powerful stories on there too. If you want to share, just put your hand up. That's how it works. If you want to do a section, watch, take notes, learn, listen, and get the pen next time. I won't have to do it. All right? Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
See you, mate. See you, Danny. Good buddy. Bye.